What's going on, guys? Tony here with Edgeley Knife Review. Got another review for you today. I have a knife that was on loan from my buddy Rob. He sent it to me and thought that it would be a good knife to review, and it turns out he was right. It was his Spyderco Efficient. So you guys saw me do that unboxing of that mystery box that was sent to me, and that was sent to me by my friend Rob. And he sent me a couple of things, as you saw, some really cool stickers that his and his wife make. Their company is called Wicked, W-I-K-D. I'll leave a link in the description to their Instagram page so you can check out their work. Awesome stuff, guys. So this was a knife that was in there, and he thought that I should take a look at it. And let me tell you off the bat, I love this thing. A while ago, I did do a review on the Spyderco Tenacious, and at that point, for the size range, for the price range, that was my favorite knife from Spyderco, being that, you know, it's got Spyderco quality, even though, yes, it's made in China. They're still made very well. They're cheap, so you didn't have to worry about destroying it and being out a lot of money. It's what I think it was $40. This is around the same price. The Tenacious might be a little cheaper than this. But having had this one for a little while now in the pocket and using it at work, around the house and whatnot, I love this knife a lot more, specifically because of the ergos on this knife. Now you have this really long, shallow choil at the front for your index finger, and then the groove right here for the cutout of the liner lock acts as a really nice choil as well. And you have a slight belly at the back for your ring and pinky finger to just lay and rest on top of. And then on top of that, on the spine of the blade at the back here, you have some nice jimping. It's not too aggressive, but it definitely locks your thumb in there, so you have a really secure lock on your hand when you're on the knife when you're using this guy for like strenuous tasks and whatnot. So being that it feels super good in the hand, the size is like perfect for an EDC user. I love the shape of the blade. Hands down, this has to be my favorite budget Spyderco right now. Let me give you some specs on this guy. So it is a 3-inch blade. It is 8CR13 MOV, which you guys know I do not have a problem with 8CR13 MOV. It is a cheap steel, but it takes a razor sharp edge. It has decent rust and corrosion resistance. So in my book, it's a good steel. It is a drop point, as you can see there, full flat. So, you know, that's how Spyderco does their knives, full flat grinds, which I love. Along with the plain edge, that means it's going to be an incredible slicer, which most Spyderco knives are. Haven't run into one that isn't one yet. Satin finish as well. I love the satin finish on this guy too. There is I think there's a new version where it's all DLC coated, which looked pretty cool, so I might have to pick one of those up, and I think that one's a little more expensive, probably around 50-ish or so. So that's a super cool version of this guy. But loving this knife. You got that nice Spyderco G10, so it's not super gnarly, but it's got some grip on it. It's got really thick liners on it, and they are milled for weight reduction. So when I first got this knife, with Rob's blessing, I took it down, I cleaned it up, and I KPL'd it. And what I found is most of the weight on this knife is coming from this back spacer here. To me, it looks like it's a stainless steel back spacer. It doesn't really look like it's aluminum. And of course, I don't remember the weight on this guy. I want to say it's at least 4 ounces. And I'm like really failing at spider flicking it right now. I think it's just because it's smaller. I got to get used to. I haven't got used to flipping it. You got to kind of give it a little bit of the flick of the wrist when you do it, just to ensure that it comes out. But that's probably just because it's small in my hand. Other than that, I really love this knife. It's got your lanyard hole here, which is kind of weird how it's positioned further up on the back of the blade. It would have been better if somehow they got it back here. Other than that, it checks out all the boxes for a nice EDC user. Feels good, looks nice. Fit and finish is good, performs well. I would definitely recommend picking one of these guys up. They're $40. You can't go wrong with it. And like I said, if you destroy this knife, you're not going to feel guilty about it and freak out that you destroyed an expensive knife. It's $40. So definitely recommend picking one of these guys up, putting it in your EDC rotation. Did I forget any specs on this guy? I don't think so. Hardware, standard Spyderco pocket clip, chunky backspacer, thick liners, choils, jimping. Yeah, I think I covered everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below of the Spyderco Efficient. Let me know if you have one or if you have that black DLC coated one. That would be awesome. Show me some pictures or something. Drop a like on this video. Comment on this video. I love interacting with you guys. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'll leave a button down here for you guys to check out. And I'll leave another review up here for you guys to check out of the Spyderco Efficient. Thank you guys for watching. And like always, see you next time.